It's national championship time. We got the Indiana Hoosiers taking on Miami Hurricanes. Indiana perfect on the year, knocking off Alabama and Oregon to get here. Miami with a little bit of rougher path, beating A&M, Ohio State, and Ole Miss to get here. They haven't played each other in like past 20, 30 years. Kind of crazy. Heading into tonight's game, Indiana is now 8.5-point favorite. This opened at like 7.5. It's up to 8.5, but it's bounced in between, kind of up and down, up and down. So you're seeing money coming on both sides of that. We're looking at a total 47.5, open 48.5. It's down to 47.5. Looking at the two teams, they were under teams heading into the semifinals, and then both of them had an explosion of points in the semifinals. Just score, score, score. When you look at the two teams, categorically between total passing, rushing, and scoring, offense and defense, the only thing Miami outscores Miami on is passing offense. That's probably because Indiana just goes up on teams and then just runs the ball wildly. So when you look at this, you kind of don't know how Miami points it out, and you see why the spread is what it is. Now you can point at like Miami being underdogs in the A&M and Ohio State game and pulling it off, but this Indiana team is they're legit. I mean, they average like 23 years old, so it's just grown men out there. But hey, rules are the rules. They're just playing by them. The one stretch I will look at, when you look at these two teams on the season, the one thing I will look at is like, it's the 19th. Miami hasn't played since the 8th. They haven't played since the 9th. So it's been a big break. And when you look at the big breaks on the season, you have bye weeks and then the first game heading into the playoffs. Miami, their first bye on the season, they played Florida State, big emotional game, and then come off the bye against Louisville and drop a stinker. And that first game against A&M, both teams are coming off a big break, but Miami's offense only put up 10 against A&M. Whereas you look at Indiana coming off their byes this year, they've dropped a bit of a stinker against Iowa, went into their bye. What did? They went on the road to Oregon and beat Oregon in Oregon. That was impressive. And then their first, beat Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship, and then went on to have a big break, then play on New Year's Day, and just absolutely hammered Alabama. This Indiana team is not affected by delays in game, whereas you can say maybe this Miami offense is, takes them a little while to get rolling again. They've been on a huge roll. That's 3 weeks in a row in that playoff of just building momentum. Then you have this 10-day break. Is that going to kill the offense's momentum? If you guys watch my videos at all, you kind of know I'm not sold on this Miami team. Their defense is great, but there's a formula to beat them. And Ole Miss kind of showed you can put up points on it. Just Ole Miss's defense was terrible. I lean Indiana all the way here. I think it's not going to be a close game. But let me know in the comments how you guys see this one going. For more easy to read stats like this, go to getsam.com. Drop a follow to the other games.